Hello. Today, someone asked me a pretty good question, or I thought it was a really good question. She said, I want to know a good way to get to know a country's culture without having to go there, and without having to buy really expensive books. Well, there are actually a lot of really good ways that you can learn about a country's culture without having to buy like those really uber expensive, ridiculous books that it costs like $30 or whatever. This series I really like a lot. Culture Smart. I mean, this one is for Germany, and it has a lot and a lot of information. Just mounds of it all on just German culture, the way they do things, and their government, and everything. I also got one for France, I got one for China somewhere, but they make, on all different kinds of countries, like Japan, India, China, Australia, Russia, Turkey, Britain, Thailand, Cuba, Morocco, France, Libya, Spain, Philippines, USA, Canada, Indonesia, Argentina, Costa Rica, Romania, Guatemala, Brazil, Egypt, South Africa, Israel, Botswana, Austria, and Chile. So, this is a really good series, and this book, brand new, $10. That's pretty cheap. Just $10. And, I'm sure you could find it used on the internet too for like probably $5, like way cheaper. And I find that when I'm learning a language, I like to learn about the culture too. Language learning and culture, you study one, you have to learn the other one because they're connected. Study culture, you're going to learn language, and vice versa. So when I learn languages, I love to study the culture, and it gets me more motivated to learn the language to communicate with people with that culture. So I love reading about the history and culture, and here's a book too that I found. It's called The 5 Germanys I Have Known, and this was cheap too. This was like a little over $10, and that's like personal memoirs from a guy who used to live in Germany. And this one I got is China, Its History and Culture, and this one is a little bit more spendy. It was $20, but it's really, really informative and like a great book. This is a cool website that I found that you can learn about culture just about any country, and obviously this is free, and it's called quintessential.co.uk. And here is the page for Italian culture, and it tells you location, capital, climate, population, ethnic makeup, religion, government. Talks about the language, talks about society and culture, etiquette and customs, business etiquette and protocol, and it gives you the information resources for Italy. So this is a pretty cool website if you want to learn about the culture of the language you're studying. And it's quintessential.co.uk. And, well, I guess that's it. I hope I answered your question.